Hi. What? This music is just not playing nicely with me today.
Has it ever, you know,
Played
not had a
nicely?
problem?
No. The days that it does are the days where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a really good episode, and then the days where it doesn't, it's like, uh
Guess this one's just another piece of
oh
trash.
yeah, add it to the pile, toss it in the dumpster like the rest of them. Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? Thank you for upping the likes on this video. Pierre Antoine, hello. Lupus Rex, hello. Spatula Titan, Andy Pina, hi. Good to
What
see
up, my
everybody.
dudes?
What up, my dudes?
How you doing?
Andy says I don't know what to comment, so he's just been like screaming for the past 5 minutes.
Hey!
Hey!
I mean,
Ow!
hey, sometimes you just gotta yell. Gotta get noticed.
Right? Uh, Kevin, you wanna let out a primal one? Oh, nice, nice.
Thanks.
I love it because you know what? Not only was it, I assume, really good because I'm gonna hear it in the recording, but also Discord clipped it, so I don't know what it is that you said.
Oh, okay.
I heard like the beginning of like a, and that was it.
Probably all you needed to hear.
That was all that you needed to hear. Totodile Dundee showing up with the hey you with the super chat. Hello yourself. Good to see you.
Dundee done did a good. Thanks, Dundee.
Spatula Titan says I feel debated by the music. I agree. I'm with you. So you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. While we talk, I'm just gonna give you the actual thing. Just like underneath. I brought it way down. So it's just you, me, Kevin, and the music right now. So, hi. Good to see you. At least now you get the whole thing. Is it weird to hear my voice over the theme?
You should just sing the music.
Da 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 da. Dum bum 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 ba da. And there it is.
Snap.
So now we're over. We don't need to do the music anymore. Anyway, folks, I'm so glad that you could join us here on Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast, for another amazing week. Today is hoping to be one of my favorite episodes to date because
Unlike past episodes, we actually worked hard on this one.
yes, correct. Spent a lot of time on this one, and I feel good. But if I implode under the pressure of performing, then forgive me. But I'm excited. Anyway, folks. Yes, Mike did get a haircut. Thank you, Squiddo. Whoa, Mike has zero hair.
I got a haircut too. No one said anything about it.
Kevin, I love your haircut.
I didn't really get a haircut. I just cut off my split ends.
Oh,
it was the first time I cut my hair in like a year. It was about time.
Wow.
I had to go
was it longer than this last week? About how much was cut off?
The first appendage.
That's how you.
Not appendage. The first joint of your thumb.
That's a strange way for Americans to
measure
measurements.
Well, that's about how big an inch is. I don't know. You don't guys don't use inches.
I mean, everyone's thumb is different.
Well, the average normal thumb,
That's about an inch. Is that right? To the first knuckle there.
The knuckle to the tip is about an inch.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Mike knows what inches are now.
Yeah, finally. And now I can convert them into centimeters, the one true measurement.
2.56. I got you, bro.
Oh, I didn't actually know that. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Folks, let's get started with the podcast. I'm again very excited to do this one. So let's jump right in to Pokésports podcast number 59. It's a Dynamax life. And here we go. Bum 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 ba-dum. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I am Mike, and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin. It's Christmas in a couple days.
Wow, we're finally there. Kevin, we're so close to the fabled day, December 26th, where Christmas is done.
Boxing Day?
Boxing
Day.
Boxing Day? That's the holiday I celebrate. Exactly. No, we're super close to Christmas, folks. Whatever holiday you are celebrating, we want to welcome you to Pokesports, and we're glad that you're spending some time with us. It ought to be a fun one, and I hope you guys are staying safe while you're doing so. Meanwhile, if you're with us live today on YouTube, it's Sunday, December 20th, which is, of course, National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Whether you celebrate it or not, go ahead and put on an ugly sweater and just show off your fun stuff, your fun side. What's up?
You said go put on an ugly sweater. You're wearing the Pokésports hoodie right now,
no.
Mike. Are you trying to say
no
that's an ugly sweater?
No, I'm doing the holiday wrong, Kevin.
That sweater you have on from the Pokésports merch store that can be found on Pokésports.org.
Yes.
So you're saying that's not ugly?
No, if you want to listen, if you want to get a good sweater after the ugly one that you're wearing right now that isn't the Pokésports sweater, then you can get that at Pokésports.org and the merch store. Anyway,
okay,
yeah,
I forgive you.
Go and get that. And then if it's December 23rd, oh no, then if you're listening to this on Wednesday, December 23rd, which is when this comes out on all podcast providers, of course, it's Festivus. So you know,
what's that?
Well,
wait.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Is that like that sounds like a Shrek character?
You're gonna make people a little mad by this. You may make people a little mad.
Please. If I worried about every time I made someone mad on the internet.
I'll take it back. Quick, Kevin, quick. Don't say that you don't know what Festivus is. It's a holiday that was created for everybody who is like not celebrating a secular holiday.
Friends?
Seinfeld. You're close.
Seinfeld.
It was popularized on Seinfeld. Same like generic 7 p.m. time slot in the 90s. So
yeah. It's almost the same show, you know?
Oh, no. Kevin's spending the rest of today making people mad. I like that. All right, let's get into some Pokemon news, folks. We've got a lot of exciting stuff this week, one of which has to do with Pheromosa. You remember Pheromosa? Pheromosa is a fun little bug that likes to kick. Pheromosa is leaving OU, going to Ubers. In a majority vote, Pheromosa is leaving OU for Ubers. Do you really see Pheromosa as an Uber Pokemon, though?
It's just hit it. It has 37 defense.
This man just said, just hit it. That's all.
Just hit it. What else can it do? Just hit it. 37 defenses, yeah.
But
okay. Here's the problem with OU. The problem with OU is that every Pokemon in OU has 14,000 defenses and 3 attack points. So Pheromosa's tanky to them. They can't hit Pheromosa somehow.
Right. Well, I mean, either way, it's gone. It's gone. You're not seeing no more Pheromosas in your OU. It was used quite a bit from
but Cresselia is sitting down in RU, right?
Cresselia
right next
so
to Glacier.
Cresselia is sitting there with like its little crescent crossed in its like underneath where its arm should be, and it's just like, oh, I want to be used, man. Although not like Pheromosa can't take on a Cresselia.
Influence do you think we have, Mike? Do you think we can raise a Pokemon to tier? Okay, guys,
you want to raise Cresselia?
I want to have an experiment, not Cresselia. For Christmas, guys, if you guys are single enthusiasts and like to play on Pokemon Showdown, maybe you guys are VGC enthusiasts and want to try something new. Let's whip out our ice horses for the rest of December. See if we can raise that thing out of its tier because it doesn't belong to be there. I know you guys can make it work. It's not that hard.
Grab your Glastriers. I guess we're going on a hunt, folks.
To ruin the usage stats. Let's do it,
Yay. Boys. But it's like not even a bad Pokemon, right?
Yeah, so like it doesn't belong there.
Yeah. It's just miscategorized for sure.
We're back to prove a point like I did with Ally Switch.
Here's a fun one. PU has called jailbreak on all Pokemon in PUBL.
They
a
opened the
bunch of
Pokédex.
Pokemon, but because of all the changes that have been happening in December, a bunch of Pokemon have been allowed back in. So if you're a PU player and you've had your like Guzzlord or your Orbeetle or your Magmortar banned from PU, now's your chance to give them a whirl. You know, give it a shot. However, the reason that this stuck out in my mind for me is because also now available in the tiers are podcast favorites Sylvallies, normal, Dark Dragon, Electric, Fighting Fire, Flying, Grass, Ground, Psychic, and Water. We got all of those Sylvallies moved in a week. It finally happened. We had like 5 weeks of no Sylvallie news.
We just mentioned it too.
I know, right?
We're just like, hey, you remember Sylvallie?
We can like take off that like days since Sylvallie movement. We had like 104 or whatever. Now it's just down to 0 again.
Oh no.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 Sylvallies all moved in one week.
That's like 60% of Sylvallies.
Yeah, basically.
Not even bad.
You've got some math skills.
That math wasn't accurate.
Oh, fair. Well, we play Pokemon.
Raise Delibird? No, Delibird's where it belongs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some esports news as well. This weekend we had the UX9 League Championship, hosted by Joe UX9 and Big Slim World. This was a 150-person grassroots tournament. Essentially, they wanted to create a like grassroots tournament to end all grassroots tournaments, so they wanted to do it big. It had a $10 entry fee, meaning that people would be paid for winning this, and means that people would be paid for participating or contributing to it. So you had your graphics artists or your commentators that were being paid for it. But it also meant that first place would be receiving over 25% of the prize pool for this 2-day tournament.
Okay, that's a quarter.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, they were very like upfront about where the money was going. So, like I said, the graphics, yeah. Which I wish more grassroots esports teams would do, or esports organizations would do. Just kind of put out, this is exactly where the money is going. We have absolutely nothing to hide from this, nor should we. So here is what we're doing with it, and it made people be like, yeah, okay, well now I understand why the winner would end up with just over $200 USD. Because you look at a prize pool like that and you're like, okay, wait, $10 entry fee, 150 people, that's like at least $1,500, right? So why am I only getting $200? Well, it's because of all the things that go into actually running a tournament and making it really cool. Gabby Snyder did a lot of the commentary. I didn't actually see if there were any other commentators, but I know that she did do a very good job. So good job for you. And the finals ended up being Giulio Tarlau from Italy and then Edu from Portugal. Thank you for correcting that, Kevin. Menino Jardim. And Giulio ended up taking the set. So he won the X9 League Championship.
Hey,
that's fantastic. Good for you.
Congrats. And here we have Edu getting finals again.
Again, out of 150 people, he's just like, yeah, okay, I'm second. Oh,
I'm a dude. He's really good at being second. I don't mean that out of any disrespect at all. I love you, dude.
No,
he's a great guy. But like he's made it to the finals so many times.
He's super consistent, and I'm starting to hate it. Hate it in a good way. I hate love the guy. All right, folks. We've also got some Pokemon news. In Pokemon news, now that the Players Cup 2 is done, and we've made our like 17 episodes about that, we now have Players Cup 3. Players Cup 3 has been announced.
Time to get knocked out again.
Yeah, but time to get in and then get knocked out. Yeah.
Hey, I made it one battle farther this time around, so you know the deal.
Next time is 2.
Another battle. Yeah.
We'll see you in Players Cup 10.
Next time I report my opponent who has Sacred Fire Kartana.
Yeah. If anything, you will show the amount of growth that a person can have in subsequent Players Cups. First one, knocked out first round. Second one, knocked out second round. By Players Cup 10, dude, you won it.
But yeah, it's mine.
That's all yours, man.
Just cancel the tournament. Just give me the title. It'll be all mine.
You're gonna be the only one playing because they're just like, no, we got to give it to him, man. He's earned it.
It's gonna be, instead of top 256 players, it's top 1 Kevin.
Right.
We're stopping at that.
In the Players Cup 3 we will, of course, contain VG and TCG, but it will also include Pokémon Tournament again, which is Nito Burrito. I don't think we saw that in Players Cup 2.
Anyone out there still play that game? Anyone
I'm
listening,
sure.
do you guys play Pokémon Tournament?
I'm sure there are people who are like really, really pro at it, and we just don't really know of them. And I feel like that's kind of the thing with Pokemon, like VGC in general. Like the people who know, if you know, you know, but if you don't know, you're like, wait, Pokemon is competitive?
I gotta say though, Pokémon Tournament is really fun to watch.
Yes.
Is that like I wouldn't know how to play it at all or understand what's going on, but it looks really graphically enjoyable,
right.
And there's a lot of pretty colors, so that stimulates my brain.
Good for you, man. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome.
So kudos to anyone who plays Pokémon Tournament.
Exactly.
You guys are doing no justice.
Well, in VGC though, PC3 will be between January 15th and 17th of 2021. So make sure when that registration comes up that you have done that. It may already be up, not to my knowledge though. Top 256 in NA, EU, and LA, or not LA, but LATAM, Latin America. As well as top 128 in Oceania, will be moving on to the regional qualifiers, which will be happening between March 20th and March 27th. Global finals will be April 10th and 11th.
That's a long time from now.
That's a long time from now.
They announced this very early.
Yes, right? Well, not only have they announced it very early, but they're going to be doing the open qualifiers like
it's a huge
now.
Event.
Yeah.
January. They didn't even announce what series it's going to be on, right?
And funny enough, this time they learned from their mistakes. They did not announce what series this would be played on because
they decided
time was a whole big,
They decided maybe they should talk to Game Freak about it first.
Yeah. There was a lot of confusion last time. If you don't know, Players Cup 2, when that came around, it was right on the cusp of a new series. It was right on the cusp of, what was it, Series 7? 6. Yeah. Wow, yeah. But people didn't know if it was going to be, is this right or is this for the regionals? Doesn't matter. People didn't know that it was going to be Series 6. People thought that it might be Series 5 because of what they said on the site versus what they said in a tweet. So they're like, oh, they had to come back out and be like, yeah, no, this is actually what it was. Sorry. And there were a lot of people who were like, oh, dang it. I was practicing with another. So a lot of people kind of got snubbed from Players Cup 2. It's unfortunate.
Sadly.
Yeah.
And Series 6 didn't actually get like the respect that it deserved because of that, because half the month people were practicing for a different metagame.
Right.
And then the month after that, they started Series 7.
Yeah.
So I mean, rest in peace, Series 6. You never got a chance.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you, Kevin. This has been fun. That's actually all that I had to say today. So I'm going to go and enjoy the holidays with my family, if that's all right with you. Trees up, turkeys in the oven. Presents have my name on them, so I got to get out of here. Have a good one, buddy. See ya.
Mike, it's Sunday.
Bye.
You have a whole... My dude's gone. I can't actually turn off this stream. So... Players Cup 3, we're gonna try to do it again this time. We're gonna stream it like always. We're gonna stream it here on YouTube exclusively. I know last time we broke the rules and did it on Twitch and YouTube, but hey, we're gonna do it only on YouTube this time. So if for some reason you guys still don't follow us on YouTube, you should go do that.
Hello there.
Hello
there.
Mike?
No, I don't know who that Mike guy is. Maybe I saw him if that was the guy, but anyway, I thought I'd come over here and just say hi. Anyway, Kevin, it looks like. Excuse me.
What are you wearing?
My clothes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They don't even match, dude. You got flannel and stripes, man. 2 different colors.
Kevin, it looks like you're just about ready to throw in the towel when it comes to Dynamax. I can't believe you were thinking of quitting Pokemon just because of Dynamax, dude.
I didn't even say that. I like Dynamax.
What? No,
Didn't you just wait? Hold on.
yeah,
What did you say your name was again?
I didn't say my name, actually.
You said
Listen.
who are you?
Listen. My name is Ace Trainer Clarence. And
Uh,
I need your help. Kevin, will you help me?
um, sure.
Listen.
Well, you
I
want to start with your
am.
clothes?
I don't understand why you keep bringing up my clothes. These are my normal garb, normal attire. Anyway, Kevin, see, I'm an ace trainer, right? As you
Huh?
can see by my attire, I am clearly an ace trainer. But I don't have a badge, eh? I don't have a
So how
badge. Will
so how
you
can
help me earn a badge?
how can you be an ace trainer without a badge?
I have dreams. Listen,
Sounds
will
like
you help me earn the badge or
you're
not, guy?
okay, beta
Bud?
trainer Clarence, no problem.
All right. Listen, now. You might not know this, but it's actually simple for you to help me earn a badge. You can help me by letting me help you. I am given a badge from the association if I help other trainers understand the value of what they have, and I will help you understand the value of Dynamax.
but I know the value of Dynamax. Series 7's actually really good.
Uh, what's that? You wish there
VGC 20 is also, very good. It's actually up there with VGC 14 as being one of my favorite series.
you wish
So,
there was never Dynamax at all? Well, that's a pretty hefty task there, bud.
oh, I think Clarence needs some help in brain damage too. Okay.
well, all right then. Hey, just come follow me. I'll show you the error of your ways. Come
Okay,
on.
Clarence.
We're going. We're walking over this way. To do. Good to see you, my friend. By the way, I don't know if we've met. I'd shake your hand, but COVID. Oh, no, we can't go and do that. So anyway, well, here we are. Look at it. Behold.
Where are we?
The arena. We're in the arena, of course. We're playing a good old-fashioned game of VGC, eh? Generation 5 rules. Where did the... Why did I roll the R? Generation 5 rules, eh? In a Generation 8 game. Just like you've always wanted.
Okay. So my Mimikyu from Generation 5. Okay, got it.
Yes. No. We have all the Pokemon. You're not understanding the rules of this world, eh? We have the Pokemon. They are there.
Okay.
But there is no Dynamax, just like you've always wanted. Welcome to Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's so different about this?
Well, there's no Dynamax. But apart from that, I mean, not all that much. I mean, there's no way to set up terrain with many of the other Pokemon, right? Like Tapus and Pseudo Tapus they're really the only Pokemon that can set up terrain. So, they kind of built up this whole terrain thing in Generation 6, but without those 8 Pokemon to go and set it up, or the moves to put them in. But like, who's gonna put on the moves on their Pokemon? You know what I mean? Like, it's not really gonna happen. Eh?
So that is a good point. I guess terrains are actually relevant, especially because of, Isle of Armor. You have Dynamax terrains like Overgrowth and like Mindstorm. So that is true. Series 5, no terrains. We just have to worry about weather. Not Series 5, Gen 5.
But this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted, eh? This is just the field that you were hoping for this entire time. I mean, there's no terrain, sure, but again, not much has changed. I mean, if there's no Dynamax, then there's no Gigantamax either. It doesn't really, whatever, right? It does mean, I mean, that there aren't any relevant Gen 1 Pokemon in Gen 8. So, that is the thing. Gen 1 starters even. You look at like your Charizard or your Venusaur or your Blastoise, and they're just not really a thing. I mean, Venusaur kind of tops the charts right now. Is used about less than 1% of the time. But hey, I mean, Chlorophyll and Torkoal is a pretty good strategy. But hey, there's no Charizard, there's no Blastoise. It's about 0.01%. You can't really use any of your favorites.
I don't think that's accurate.
Oh, tell me why.
Because Venusaur is very popular.
Not
Unless
without
you're
its
talking
Gigantamax, it isn't. Not without its Dynamax,
okay.
it isn't.
Okay.
It
that's
is
a good point.
maybe in your world, but in this world, there's no Dynamax, just like you wanted.
Huh.
A?
A. Definitely A. That also means that weather is different now too. Completely.
Exactly.
Because Dynamax opens up so much weather possibilities.
Right.
Before, you just have to use like one of the stupid auto setters that no one likes to play with. And now, hey, your Dragapult can go for Max Geyser and make it rain.
More or less. You got it. Exactly. There is no sand. You can bring in, Tyranitar or who's the other one? Hippowdon. Hey, that's a good one. Bring Hippowdon into VGC, why don't you? And then, of course, you got the Drizzlers, the Drouters. Oh, the Weather Wars, that's nothing. Well, I mean, it does mean that the rain teams are just so good because, not a lot of people are going to bring the other things unless you're going Sun on Venusaur. But if you're not bringing a weather, then you basically control the weather. Eh? There's no way of using a max hailstorm to cancel out the sun or cancel out the rain, or any of the other good weather changers. Hey, you're basically sitting on the one, aren't you?
Yeah, and if
not to mention while we're talking about the max moves, there's a ton less stat changes. You like stat changes? You're not getting them anymore. You wanna lower some defense? No, that's not happening, fam. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna go ahead and set up a max Wormwind to go and bring down their attack? No, you're not. You are not doing that at all. Really, the only thing you see is like maybe a Swords Dance or maybe a Fake Tears from a Whimsicott, hey, but a lot more people are bringing Whimsicott now because of that. But yeah, you basically know what you're getting when you have 4 Pokemon on the field in any given turn.
Colton in the chat just said no Venusaur. Send me there, Clarence.
Hey, listen, I can make it happen for you, dude. It's a long night for me. It's a long night for me. I've got a lot of badges. I got a lot of badges to get.
You said you have no to get.
I need all my badges. I have no badges. I'm an Ace Trainer with no badges, eh?
That's a good point. Prior to like VGC 2020, setting up stats or changing stats was almost non-existent. You really only had Intimidate, and then like Swords Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Weakness policy? Maybe.
You've got dynamic speed right now, but nobody's using it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. No one's using it. No, it doesn't even matter. Because you can't set up an Airstream. You think you can set up an Airstream? You're not gonna make that happen. No.
Oh, you're talking about? Yeah, that's true. Tailwind. That's true. You remember when Tailwind used to make you wait till the next turn?
Oh man, Tailwind though. Tailwind, my guy. Yo, Tailwind. You don't even know. Everybody's using Tailwind, dude. Everybody's using Tailwind, my dude.
Name 2 Pokemon with Tailwind, Clarence. This is to help you practice for your battle.
Oh, for me? Yeah. You want me to name 2 Pokemon with Tailwind, eh? Yeah. I got you right there. We got Landorus and we got Pikachu. You got it, my guy? All right. Have I passed your test? Grand magician Kevin over here. Listen, I got your 2 Pokemon I got your 2 Pokemon right here. Send. Whimsicott and Suicune. There you go. Oh, your boy.
If I was gonna ask Clarence how many Pokemon he plays with his side on the field, he'd say -2.
I don't like to play with Pokemon on the field, eh? I just don't. But listen, no, it's not true. I love Pokemon. Pokemon's a great. Kevin, I want you to take a second and ask about why we have Dynamax in the first place. Why do we even have gimmicks? You know, why isn't all VGC what it was in the past, eh? We had Mega Evolutions, but what was let me test you now, my friend. What was the problem with Mega Evolutions? Why did they not continue Mega Evolutions, eh?
I guess my biggest problem with Mega Evolutions was just their incredible stat changes and their ridiculous abilities. The thing with Dynamax is that you really only increase the HP, which doesn't really change much in terms of the Pokemon's, overall damage output. Yes, they get like Hyper Beam moves, but
fair.
At least they're not getting like 90 base attack increase on some of these Pokemon, or like 90 base speed increase, or just something ridiculous. And then they decided to give Pokemon things like, Parental Bond, Aerialite on a Salamence with like base 170 attack.
Yeah, Salamence was really up there, wasn't he?
Tough Claws on a Metagross,
tough
Scrappy
claws.
on a Lopunny. Like they didn't make a lot of. They didn't put Pure Power on a Metacham and just like increase its attack to like 160. Like they didn't think about this at all.
Oh, hot take there, eh?
Honestly, like you mentioned gimmicks, Clarence, and I don't even know if you could spell gimmicks, but you mentioned some gimmicks.
J.
Hold on.
Wait for it.
Oh, that one killed me. Hold on.
Oh.
Someone else take over.
MMICKS.
Someone else needs to take over the podcast. Yeah. Okay. Mega Evolutions were the worst one. I think, like the most broken, in my opinion. They were.
You hit the nail on the head there. Eh? Now I do want to also talk about Z crystals. Excuse me, Z crystals. Please do. What was the problem with Z crystals?
They were pretty much just a free Oko. you couldn't really EV to them. You're like, the second that you start playing a game that's like, okay, I gotta EV my Pokemon to live a base 150 superpower uber attack that gets boosted by this stat. That's too much. That's too much calculation.
Yeah, it's a lot of math there now, isn't it?
And I think like the biggest problem with Z crystals is that they've always existed in a metagame where Mega Evolutions also existed. So you used to be able to stack Mega Evolution and Z Crystal on the same team, which made VGC games like incredibly fast.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, when a game's ending in 2 turns or 3 turns, like, is that really a game? You're just kind of watching an Oko fest.
See, and this is the whole thing, right? Like this is what we like to call in the business power creep. Okay, so power creep, you know what power creep is, yeah?
Yes, Clarence.
Okay, so listen, power creep, because obviously you don't know because you didn't just go ahead and tell me. Power creep is when you have a game that feels stale, eh? So you introduce something new, you introduce something flashy to make the people think that they're growing as players. Because like, wow, ooh, I'm Okoing Pokemon with this new shiny thing I have. It keeps the game fun for people who like the big numbers because it feels like you're growing. Look at this dance. Exactly. MMOs, they increase like your max level. Card games, they increase the power numbers. But VGC, it's no different, right? Like, let's look at Dynamax. Is it power creep? Absolutely, but it evens the playing field, eh? You had a choice to bring a Z Crystal. You had a choice to bring a Megastone. Now you don't. Everybody just has it. You can bring whatever item you want. You can bring whatever move on whatever Pokemon that you want. And you're still useful. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah.
Kevin, I have one more thing to show you.
Oh, go for it, Clarence.
Take a look at this.
Who's that?
Well, that's Urshifu.
But, Clarence.
Yes.
Why did you Photoshop him onto a throne?
Well, who else sits on a throne, you big stupid? It's because Urshifu, well, I mean, he's king now. Without Dynamax stopping his ability from making him punch things all the time, nobody has been able to stop when the Isle of Armor came and took over the metagame for the past, I don't know, 7 months.
Why did you put them both on the same chair?
Because they're both on the throne, Kevin, eh?
There could be 2 thrones.
Listen, they're both on the throne. It basically became a never-ending cycle of Urshifu countered by Follow Me and Ally Switch users, countered by Duraludon and his Stalwart, countered by Urshifu again. And then the Crown Tundra came along, but the king was already crowned, you know what I mean? So, I mean, tournaments around the world, whether they were in person or not, because they weren't, we're still in the same universe. Anyway, they had their usage stats basically showing about, half of the Pokemon being used, than the Pokemon that you remember from the Dynamax times. So basically it's Urshifu or nothing, my friend. Urshifu or nothing, my guy.
That doesn't seem very fun, Clarence.
No, it's not.
But I mean, I guess you're kind of right. I don't want to admit this, guys, but I think Clarence has a point here. Dynamax is kind of a pretty big deal, and it's kind of the one thing that made Sword and Shield very unique and particularly fun to play. You get to experience different Pokemon that you would never see before. Like if I'm playing in the game and I lose to a Noctowl that Dynamaxes, I lost to a Dynamax Noctowl, but I would have never been able to see Noctowl in that game otherwise, because you get to do things like my personal favorite, weakness policy procking your Dynamax mon, and then just sweeping with it. But yeah, I didn't really want to quit Pokemon before, but I mean, I guess that's a good argument for people who did want to and that didn't like Dynamax. And wait, Clarence?
Oh, hey Kevin, what up? Anyway, I'm all done with the holidays. The tree fell down. I burnt the turkey, and all I got was coal. So,
should I be concerned? Were you just kidnapped?
What do you mean? No, I was celebrating Christmas and all that with my friends. I went to Boxing Day too. It was pretty great. Went to the.
That's not for a week.
What?
It's the 20th, Mike. Unless you're on podcast providers, in which it's the 23rd.
Huh. Well, I guess I celebrated early.
All over again.
Oh, sweet. 2 Christmases. Well, I guess I shouldn't really say. Well, listen, I shouldn't say that all I got was cool. I mean, I also received this, handy duty way of speaking, I'm a stereotypical Canadian or something like that. But that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Anyway, wait, hold on, Kevin, did you hear that?
Clarence's mic.
Did you hear it? It was the Gigantamax cry of a Pikachu. Did you know that every time a Pikachu Gigantamaxes, an Ace Trainer gets a badge?
Clarence did it.
Who?
No,
anyway, I'm sure I didn't miss much over here. So Kevin, let's go ahead and turn off the podcast. Where can people find you?
Honestly, nowhere. I'll be in a hole trying to contemplate my existence.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Christmas is ruined for you.
I gotta go find Clarence. Congratulate Clarence.
This is Clarence, dude. Anyway, you can find Pokésports on YouTube at youtube.com/Pokésports. You can find us on Twitter at PokésportsPod or Instagram at PokésportsPodcast. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, because it's always a fun time to read those. As well, you can follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/PokésportsPodcast. We are going to be holding the January League in just over 10 days now. So we're getting right into more competitions in 2021. We're going to be bringing a lot more to you in the coming year. Until then, big patron shout out to people not exclusively, but not exclusively, not limited to Ahmed, Dante, Elijah, Zach, Level 1, Pidgey, Colton, Sheldon, Trevor, Alex, Brian, Carlo, Jolly, Lights Out, Lewis, Roixon, Scott, Josh, Alex, Dustin, Jesse, Joseph, King Boo, Martine, Rowan, T-Matt, I am, Travis, Jack S, Jack B, Jack C, Jonathan, Chris, Federico, Greg, Jason, Ellie, Caveman, Pierre, Pink Hat Boy, Ryan, Soen, Tristan, and of course, Mod Tofu. I want to thank M Dash for every single second of every single piece of music you hear on this podcast. He's an amazing person. Go and wish him happy holidays from the Pokésports crew. That's what you're going to be doing this week. Anyway, Kevin, I hope you enjoy your holiday. Kevin was nice enough to send me some nice little Pokésports plushes, or Pokemon plushes, Pokésports plushes. Wow.
One day.
Now on sale.
One day.
Exactly right. Some nice Pokemon plushes that I have given to my 3-year-old, and she absolutely loves them. Kevin, you have something on your way as well. Probably hasn't come, but it's just a little housewarming gift for you. Anyway,
It's actually a blanket.
It's actually cold. It's cold.
Oh yeah, that can warm your house.
Exactly. Anyway, that's going to be the end for us today. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays. All right, we didn't do a break during that, so let's do a break now.
I think, like, if you already missed Clarence.
You think what?
Someone said, like, if you already missed Clarence.
Who's Clarence?
Mike's gonna get kicked off the podcast by his own creation. I gotta say,
Ace Trainer Clarence, the Canadian.
Off the record, nothing that happens not on podcasts is allowed to get added to the Pokésports lore. But you threw a giant curveball into the Pokésports lore, my friend.
You earned a badge.
You threw a giant. We need like a shirt for Clarence now. You know that, right? Like, it's just gonna be you with like a plaid poncho and a beanie with 2 different colors that don't match the poncho.
But I have to have one badge at least, though.
We should just start selling those ponchos. People can cosplay Clarence for Christmas.
That's too funny. Still just Clarence.
Oh, I can't wait till next year. We have to bring Clarence back one time a year.
Halloween, we bring back zombie Clarence. Well, Clarence, what happened? Oh no. Anyway, that was super embarrassing for me, but that was very fun. It's canon, Dynamax canon. Very good.
At least, I mean, at least you didn't like mess up a rap live on air or something.
Listen, that was before it was forever. I think if I if I was recording that on YouTube, I probably would have just played the recording. Because like there's too much at stake.
So you just said whatever, Twitch.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true, because those get deleted after like 2 weeks. Okay.
Exactly, yeah. And like the official version has the real rap anyway.
Dang, so if you guys came here too late, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you've gotta like start almost at the beginning, I think.
I get a shirt that says I play with -2 Pokemon on the because all of his Pokemon died turn 1. That's the joke. Did you guys get it? I was really hoping someone would get it.
I will say, Kevin hasn't seen It's a Wonderful Life, so
I had no idea what was happening the whole time. I was so lost. I was just playing. Mike has some notes, but Mike followed them well. I hardly followed mine, and I think he noticed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm a professional, Kevin. I roll with the punches. I yes and.
And boy, did I throw some punches.
Oh yeah, no. I'm waiting for the yes and. Kevin's throwing like the no but. Anyway, guys, this has been fun. I hope you guys have yourselves a holly jolly Christmas if that's what you're celebrating, or any other of the secular or non-secular holidays that are out there. Enjoy.
Maybe Clarence was in the closet.
Oh. You open up the door. And it's Clarence in the snow. Hey, what's going on, eh? I guess it's finally time for my release.
I'm trying to save these Avalogs, eh?
I'm just trying to save the Avalogs, you know? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, folks, if you're new to Pokésports, you'll figure it out. Anyway,
God, you'll be so confused.